Hey everyone, good afternoon. This is Richard Murillo, your local commercial real estate broker for the Los Angeles area. And today I'm checking out 3,000 square foot industrial unit for lease here in the city of South El Monte on Hickson Street, 10699 Hickson Street, South El Monte. Again, this is Richard Murillo. You got to check this place out. It's actually a really nice unit. I'm meeting a client here and I'm just waiting, so she's running a little late, but she'll be here any minute. But it's close to the airport. I remember because I grew up in this area, so this is brings back a lot of memories being in El Monte again. But it's an industrial park. It's an industrial complex. It's got multiple tenants everywhere. I mean, you can see it's actually pretty quiet though for it being a Wednesday afternoon. It's not too bad. It looks like every unit is actually metered independently, so that's good. So you don't have to worry about, who's paying more electricity than somebody else, and so it's pretty good. It's got front office area, 3,000 square feet. It also has a ground level loading door right here with a man door right in the center of it. It's a good size height, and that's good enough to get a box tail truck in here. It's got lighting at night for the so you can work 24/7 here. The front entrance I saw it was gated. I didn't see a key code or anything like that, so I'm not sure if they locked that up at night. There's probably going to be some kind of additional expenses, for landscaping and parking lot, maintenance and so forth. But you got trash, shared trash bins. So it looks like it's a little small industrial park, and you got multiple tenants, water and power, everything is metered separately. Well, I think water's probably included, usually trash and water, because if you're going to share, then you shouldn't have to pay for trash. It should be included in whatever charges they charge you per month. They usually call it common area maintenance. But let's go ahead and take a look inside. So as I walk in, the space is actually really clean. They did a fresh coat of paint on it. None of the tiles are soaked with any water stains from leaking on the roof, so that's a good sign. I can't tell if there are any leaks at this point because it hasn't been raining, and it's kind of hard to see. You usually see like the stains in the tiles of the ceiling. It's a lowered ceiling, fresh paint. You got 1, 2, 3 power outlets. You've got central AC and heating right here. You've got an alarm system right over here. So I mean, for 3,000 square feet, I think they're asking roughly about $1 something a square foot, about $1 a square foot. It does have an office here, so that's pretty cool. You walk in, you have a receptionist area, whatever you want to call it, and you have an actual office here, and you've got windows, so you have natural light coming in. So it does have bars in the window, which is kind of weird. This is actually a good area in my opinion, but and then you've got the warehouse area. It's all polished concrete flooring and high ceilings, wood ceiling, of course. It's got skylighting, and it has bars on the skylights. Again, this is very odd, but I guess maybe they preemptively are protecting the tenants from any break-ins, because if you're having a very expensive inventory products, materials in here, and theft is a concern for you, then that alleviates that concern. As a landlord, you're preemptively offering it to your tenants to kind of increase the value of your space. So it's pretty cool. That's smart. And you can see that you got electrical outlets all throughout. You actually have a sink right over here, and it does have central AC and heating for the office area, but not for the warehouse area. So you're if you're in the warehouse area, it's going to be cold in the winter and it's going to be hot in the summer. That's just how it is. But here's a sink. I mean, not much to it. But the space, I got to tell you guys, is extremely clean and well maintained. So this landlord, you can tell they really meticulous and they care about getting good tenants and keeping them happy. for the long term. So these guys know what they're doing, and they've got foil insulated ceiling here. Very good. Restroom is right in here, and it is an ADA compliant restroom with the assist handles there and so forth. I mean, I don't know about you guys. If you see one restroom, see them all. I don't know what the big deal is, but as long as it looks decent, I guess that's what a lot of people who are interested in renting space, that's what they look for. They want to make sure the restroom is in good condition, and this one looks to be in decent condition. It's good, it's clean, it's sanitary, so it shouldn't be any issue. It does have a panel on the inside here, and usually, I mean, if it's sub-metered, which looks like you're going to have your own meter here, you have to have your own panel, so I get that. So this is electrical panel here, ground level loading door, but it's not the retractable one. It actually just completely lifts up 100%. So that can be good and bad. I mean, sometimes these wheels, they get stuck, and these tracks, they get jammed, so you have to maintain them properly, and that's probably not going to be something that the landlord's not going to want to deal with over the term of the lease. So if you get into a 3-year lease and your door jams up or whatever, you're going to have to get somebody to come out here and fix it. You might have to. I mean, you always got to assume that the landlord's not going to want to do it. The ceiling looks higher towards the end of the warehouse space, and it drops down a little bit, and I think the reason for that is the water runoff. So the water actually will run down, the side of the building and into the front of the building. So it's a good thing, because then water doesn't sit and it doesn't leak. And I don't see any major signs of any leaking here, unless they just really just repainted this entire warehouse space. And of course you can see the evidence that they have repainted it, but who knows when that was done. And if you look at the skylight over here, you can see that they actually, if you look at the lower wood, it looks like stained with water stains, because it was leaking at one point. And then the upper part of the wood frame, let me see if I can zoom in, and you can see it's newer, so they replaced it. So they did some work on the roof here at this property. And then this one, the skylight is awful. I mean, it doesn't really matter when you look up and you see the skylight is like this. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying they should have cleaned that up or changed it or do something. It's not necessary, but it just helps. If you're going to do all this work, you might as well do that too. That's the way I feel, but every landlord is different. So anyway, that's about it, guys. Again, this is Richard Murillo showing you commercial warehouses all throughout LA. Give me a call, send me a text, 323-209-8510. Thank you. Have a great day.